It is my privilege again, I need to say, to be in the midst of such luminaries who have vast experience in a variety of fields. When things happen, when people connect, amazing ideas are born. Now, in that regard, I have with me Group Captain and Wing Commander of extraordinary integrity, caliber, focus, vision, humility, all of which are required in the growth of an individual. But far beyond that, our difficult journey in the initial formative years lays the foundation for us to build an incredible future. And therefore, I ask Sir, how his life evolved so that we have a glimpse and juniors can have an inkling as to how to mold their own caliber, career, and future.
So to start with, you see, I have had 34 almost years of service in the Indian Air Force. To start from the beginning, you see, in school I was a mediocre student, not knowing as to what is going to be my future. Like most children, they have not decided whether to become a doctor or a civil engineer or a CA. Even the parents are not focused on to what you should become. They're only waiting for you to reach your, graduation level or your PUC level so that they understand your caliber. All right? I'm right now talking only about myself, not about others. So thereafter I came, finished my schooling, not very good at school, but then I went into graduation, all right? Like a naughty graduate child, I used to do a lot of things. But there is one turning point that came into my life, all right? That was a result of my mischief that I used to do. My father one day, he picked me up from my college. He was fed up with the mischiefs that I do and took me to the NCC unit, Air Wing NCC unit in Bangalore, where he knew the commanding officer. My father also was in the Air Force. He knew the commanding officer. He took me there, and he said, "Ki, this is my son, very naughty guy. Please handle him." You know. So that officer, he actually took it very serious, and he put me in the NCC, and he would tell me that every day you will come and report to me, and thereafter you will go to the NCC drill master to learn drill. So drill master was a very strict chap. He used to ensure that he teaches me drill and this and that. And basically, he was trying to discipline me. My CO was quite happy, and I was very happy with that activity because I didn't have to go to my college regularly. So this was a better, escape from the college. All right. Thereafter, he put me into flying. All right. So I used to fly gliders, and in a week we used to get about 2-3 sorties of 5 minutes each. And for that 5 minute sortie, you have to go all the way about 20 kilometers. I'm talking about in Bangalore. From my college to the airfield used to be almost 20 kilometers. Those days, no motorcycles and cars and all that. So we used to have only cycles. On a bicycle, I used to go there and wait, push the glider, clean the glider, all those things. Anyway, that had created an interest in me to join the Indian Air Force. All right. I did all my certificates. On the other side, graduation was on. Finished my graduation. All right. And thereafter, I went and did my post graduation also. And then, since my motivation was there to join the Air Force, I went for my services selection board, got selected, and joined the Indian Air Force. All right. You have various branches in the Air Force. I joined the administrative branch. I somehow had an inkling for engineering. All right. But engineering was not my basic job in the Air Force. First posting, second posting, I got to do training cadets in the NDA. And after I finished my activity in NDA, I went to a place in North India, Srinagar, you all must have heard of. So in Srinagar, your environment actually makes you what you are. I had a boss. He was the chief administrative officer over there, and he actually started nurturing me into construction works, basic construction works, nothing very complicated. All right. And thereafter, when he found that I was producing results out of whatever tasks he gave me, he recommended to the air headquarters that I should go in for proper works training and into that. And that is how I got trained and went to Germany for a small training, came back, and then I was full fledged into runway works. All right. And thereafter, I didn't look into administration again. And the Air Force also used to think that this fellow is meant only for this particular job. And they were posting me accordingly to various places. And when the peak came, when I was posted to a place called Falaudi in Rajasthan, where we had to create an Air Force station as a whole. There were about, to be exact, it was 4,220 acres of land, barren land in the desert. We had to plan the runway because runway is the basic thing in the Indian Air Force, in an Air Force station. If there is no runway, you don't require any other infrastructure. So you make the runway, the rest of the things which are connected to the runway, then people have to stay, so they need quarters, where the quarters should be. And we picked up also certain links, some, strings. When you build a house, when you are planning a colony, wind direction also matters. Planning of a runway, wind direction matters. Fine, that there is no talk about it. But most of us, when we build houses, we don't look into wind directions. Wind and light has to be looked into. So we did this also. There were a lot of questions asked. Why are you wasting land when you have so much of area? All right. So we had to justify saying that the wind direction is this, the sunlight direction is from here. So most of the time you should have wind going through your house. Most of the time you should have sunlight coming into your house. So that is how we used to plan, and I enjoyed my work over there, not thinking of what is going to be my future. So what I would say is, whatever task is given to a person, he should enjoy it and do the best. Tomorrow I should not look back and say I could have done better. And today, as far as Falodi was concerned, I said it was a peak. Other places I know I could have done better, but I was learning. But in Falodi, I can't say that I was trying to learn some more, because that was my peak. And we finished that. Then I got into inspection of works and runways. So thereafter, I remained in that kind of postings, and then I retired as a satisfied man after that 34 almost years of service. And that was in 2015 that I retired, and now it is 2025. So many years have passed. I didn't want to keep quiet and relax at home. So I put up a shoe manufacturing industry. Okay, between the manufacturing industry and the Air Force, leaving the Air Force, I went to Ethiopia for a similar work for some time. Spent that much of time, came back, and thereafter I started this particular shoe manufacturing. So I'm into that at the moment. So now visiting, of course, Mangalore. Very happy to be here.